red is my color.
Yes.
And I have my outfit formulas, that is like, okay, I love tailored trousers, and then I have them there. I have different ones in navy, red, in my best colors.
Yes.
So I make sure I have those formulas, and it's not like I have to overthink every time. I know, okay, what is my commitment today? Work. Tailored trousers,
Yeah.
maybe, depending the top, depending how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And then usually I have like kitten heel boots,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's my thing.
Yes.
I don't have to overthink every time.
Yeah.
I just go there and I know I have that.
Yeah.
Then when it's casual, the same. I love to wear like more kind of baggy, oversized
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
I know I have my jeans.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
For me, it's like boyfriend jeans.
Yeah.
So I go for that, and then it's like basic tops,
Yeah.
just my trench coat on top.
Yeah.
I style it in different ways. I add something, to
Yes.
add, like we said before, personality,
Yeah.
depending on how I feel that day.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
But you need to put the work, there, and just make the choice and go for it.
Yes.
And then you will see, once you have done this, it's so easy.
Yeah.
So easy. Even when you go shopping, you know exactly what to get,
Yeah.
which color, because
Yeah.
now you have the clarity. You are not copying other people. You're just doing what you know it works for you,
Yeah.
instead of going for whatever thing.
So,
And it doesn't have to be, like I said, don't make this complicated. I mean, today, for example, this is a trend right now for women, have like a tie.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any tie.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, what can I do? Because I was feeling, I didn't know what to add to my shirt, just to make it, elevate it a little bit and make it interesting.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, okay, I don't have to put a tie, but maybe I can go for a bow. And this is actually a belt from a dress.
Oh, wow.
So it's the belt from a dress. So I just took it out.
Yeah.
I tied it, in a bow, and now it's here. So you don't even have to spend money. This is what I say, like, make it fun, It's like, get creative. Just be there, connect with your wardrobe, how you're feeling, I don't know, do maybe some meditation before, just to visualize yourself in outfits and in your style, how you want to express yourself, and think, oh, I would love this. How lovely would it be to be this dressed, with these dresses or this way. So before you start the process, kind of take the time, to connect with your inner self, breathe through it. Take the time, visualize yourself, maybe take some notes, like, oh, I visualize, I really envision myself on, like, I don't know, like dress, flowy dresses or something like that. And take notes, and then take your wardrobe out and see, okay, from the notes that I took, what do I have here? And then you can see it, right? Like, very clear. It's like, I envision myself wearing like, I don't know, flower dresses or natural fabrics, right? That are very flowy and connect me. Or, I don't know, green color, because it connects you, it makes you feel calm and connected to nature. And then once you take your wardrobe out, you're gonna see, like, okay, this is what I envision and this is what I have. And then you can take notes, right, in the things. Whatever is not connecting to what you envisioned before, let it go for good. It's gonna serve someone else, donate it if it's in good condition, because and just feel, okay, this is gonna serve someone else now. It's not serving me. Say thank you. Let it go and actually focus, on building and curating a wardrobe that really resonates with that woman that you have envisioned in your mind.
True that. So, because, we discussed that what women, should consider when they go for a shopping, or, when they are thinking of aligning their wardrobe, with their lifestyle and, how they want to be perceived. My next question is, so women, especially in their 50s and 50s, what are the some common mistakes that they make, and how can they avoid making those mistakes, because it takes a lot of energy, money. Yeah. So
Well, I think one of them is they're buying trends that are not aligned with their body shape and their lifestyle just because they're trendy, right? So it's like, I've seen this, now it's trendy, and I'm gonna follow it. But because they don't have that clarity, right, that you gain through editing your wardrobe. Sorry, I don't know if that stopped. So because you don't have that clarity, right? You're just buying and following trends that you don't even know if are good for you. The second one I would say is like they're ignoring tailoring. It's very important that clothes have the right fit, because that transforms completely the look for you, right? So make sure whatever you're wearing is tailored and fit and good. And then I think the main mistake, and I left this one for the end because I think that's the one, is focusing too much on statement pieces rather than investing in versatile staples. So here we go back to invest in the foundation, which are the essentials, are the basics, good quality. Once you have the foundation there, you start adding accessories and statement pieces, which are that's your personality, right? This is when it comes your personality, and you say, okay, now that this is clear, what I'm gonna add there. And again, decide on them, write down, what do I gonna go for? This is gonna become your signature style. So now instead of copying someone, you have your own style. And people are gonna recognize you for that. And you're gonna be much more memorable for those things, rather than just keep buying trends and following trends for no reason, not knowing what you are doing actually. So your signature style can be your shoes, trainers, it can be belts, it can be scarves, bags. Usually this comes through accessories, right? So you have to decide on them and say, well, what do I like? And then focus on those ones.
Sure.
Make sure they kind of match. If you don't go for neutrals, which are easier to combine, make sure you go for colors that are already there in your wardrobe. Remember when we talked about the accent colors? And make sure it kind of goes with that, so it's easier when you put the outfits together, to mix and match them.
Mix and match,
Yeah.
So, Carolina, we have, talked about, basically how, in the beginning of our conversation, that, women, how their bodies, transition over a period of time. So, speaking of body, my next question is, sorry, shapewear. I have seen, women like, basically going crazy over shapewear. What's your take? Should women invest in it, or is it okay to skip it? And I'll tell you why. The reason, the place I'm coming from, because it is very, easier to say that, be confident in your body, be confident in your body. But actually, most of us are not, right? And we are going to do anything, that basically, which makes us look, you know, what do you call, which gives us that, perfect body. So just, your take, on shapewear. Should women invest in it, or is it okay to skip it?
Well, this is something very personal, depending on women. But I would say there's nothing wrong with wearing shapewear. Being confident in your body doesn't mean put whatever thing you have. This is what we said before about understanding the parts of your body that you want to highlight and the ones that you want to keep quiet, right? So shapewear is great to smooth lines and enhance fit. So if you feel like you want to wear it, why not? My recommendation would be always invest in high quality breathable fabric, because the aim here is to make it comfortable. Right? So it's like you want to appear confident and you want to make clothes look good on you, especially if you're wearing something very tight. But the goal should be comfort, overall. So make sure you invest in something, like I said, high quality. Two brands that I really like here are Spanx and Mark and Spencer's. Have a great shapewear collection as well. So every time my clients ask me, for shapewear, I point them on that direction, check them, because they have a good quality.
Nice. So basically, invest in it, if you want to, but make sure that shapewear is of good quality. I mean, quality shouldn't be compromised.
Quality and comfort, that's the two main things. Like you're comfortable,
of course.
something, and then just choose. If you decide to go for it, and even me, and I'm like, people is like, but you're so skinny, and petite, and yes, I am. But I love to wear sometimes very tight knit wear dresses. And of course, if I'm going to a restaurant and I'm eating, after when I stand up, you can see my belly and I don't feel as confident. And I know, it happens to me and to everybody. So because I'm aware of this, on those days that I really want to wear those dresses, I make sure I'm wearing like shapewear for my for this midsection stays in place, and I tell everybody it's not something to feel ashamed of or thinking like, oh, I'm not confident, so I'm wearing this. No, I want to look my best all the time. So why not?
Why not? Why not? True that. Why not? Whatever, if it, of course, again.
And listen, I've done this and all my friends since we are on our 20s, so this has not to do actually with age or anything. Is like I was in my 20s, and because I knew about it, and I was like, I still want to wear this dress. Okay, shapewear. Why not? It's there for a reason, right?
Nice. Shapewear. Okay. So basically, it it does, basically, it doesn't, has anything to do with your age or with your body type.
No.
If basically, it kind of, if you're
it's a personal thing again. It's a choice.
It's a
personal choice. That you have to make. Some women, they don't feel comfortable at all because, like I said, depending what you choose, it can feel very restrictive. You say, it can feel very tight, and then it's even worse because of course you feel like you're there, and it shows as well, right? You're there. So as long as you're comfortable, go for it.
Why not? 100% agree. Why not? Okay, My next question is, how can women build a wardrobe, especially working women, that makes them feel confident at work without spending a fortune? Because most of the time, what happens is the formal ones, they actually fall at slightly expensive side, like the brands, who, sell good formal clothes, they fall on a slightly expensive side. So what can working women basically do on a day-to-day basis that actually make them feel confident at work without spending a fortune? What those little things there that they can try on?
So my recommendation in this case, it's always to have a wardrobe that bridge all the areas in your life. So the casual, work, and social life.
Okay.
Because in this way, then you're gonna optimize everything that you have in the wardrobe, rather than spending and investing more money only on formal wear. Make sure that everything you have there, applies to every area of your life. So it means, if you have tailored trousers, don't see them just for work, because we all do this, most women. It's like, these are my work pieces, and this is for my social life, this is for special occasions. Don't do that. Put everything that you have there should be wear on a daily basis, depending on your commitments. So the tailored trousers that you wear as a suit for work can be wear for a social dinner party with different top, right? Maybe sequins, but you're wearing that. So it's how you mix and match it, right? The dress that you wear for a meeting, a very formal meeting, can be, sorry, I think I'm running out of battery, sorry. That dress can be wear in a dress down, in a way that you can use now for a cinema date, or dinner with your friends, or even a brunch, right? So the aim here is, instead of just focusing on work and formal wear, make sure that whatever you add there is gonna breathe nicely in all areas in your life. And then, of course, you need to have like formal clothes there.
Of course.
I love, if you don't want to invest a lot of money, I love Zara, Mango, and Massimo Dutti. I think are great for formal wear. They have very nice pieces that they're like, they have like good quality, but at quite affordable at the same time, which is good. But having said that, I believe that the main thing here should be to think, okay, are those pieces gonna, serve me on the other areas of my life as well? So you optimize everything that you have there. And then in terms of colorings, we tend to go all the time to neutrals when it comes to work, because we associate that with formal wear, but again, whenever you're buying something, think of how you're gonna accessorize it in a way that is not boring and you stay, like very neutral. If you go for colors, what are the colors that represent you the best, or your brand, what you want to say, right? So people are perceiving you. This is very important actually for people who have like a public speaking jobs, or they have to give presentations. How you present yourself, where is the focal point when you're getting dressed? Because then this is where, if you want people to pay attention to you, you can't really wear something that is very distractive, right? Because then people, instead of paying attention to you, are gonna kind of be scanning you and thinking, and they are not doing it on purpose. It's just because, of course, how our brain is, how we scan people to understand, is like, and this is important when it comes to someone paying attention to what we have to say, they are gonna decide that based on what you're wearing, actually. Of course, then maybe you start talking and it's very interesting and actually important what you're saying. So, they follow up. But before you start talking, they're gonna decide whether they're gonna pay a lot of attention or not, depending what you're wearing and how they are perceiving you, right? So be mindful about the colors that you have as well there. It can be red, like I said, I wear red, I love it, but then think, okay, how I'm gonna accessorize in a way that is not like very distractive, right? So
actually this is the strategy that I do. So if I'm not very prepared for the presentation, I intentionally wear patterns clothes so that people's mind is not on, what I'm saying. They are paying less attention to my speech, but more attention to my pattern. Actually, I have got to know this thing a couple of years ago. And every time I am not prepared, I wear something zigzag, because, I want, people to get lost. And like I said, I do it very rarely, but if I am not prepared, I do that thing. Yeah, I go for
the most important thing is that you feel confident, in what you're wearing and comfortable. And because that shows that, people get that. Is a bit, I think about that, our energy, right? If you feel confident, you feel beautiful, put together. When you have to go out there, it doesn't matter if it's at work to give a presentation, or if it's even with our friends, right? When you have to speak and you have to be socializing, it shows, because your energy changed. You're confident, you radiate that confidence, through you. And if actually you're thinking, oh, today I'm not very happy with what I'm wearing, or I haven't made the right choice, that's gonna show as well. So be that's why it's important to dress intentionally. And and know that what you're wearing is serving you, rather than just throwing, the same outfits all the time. Not really understanding it, how is this making me look?
Making you look,
Yeah.
So, Carolina, now, I am going to ask you the last question, and it is very important question because, we have talked about basically, how to, wear things, what to wear and what not to wear, and, how to basically align our wardrobes accordingly. And, we have discussed so many things, in this podcast. My last question is, if there is one simple thing women can do to feel stylish and confident every day, what would it be? I think, we have discussed I think, we have already discussed it in detail, but, if you have to, pick that, one thing, one simple thing that, women could do to feel confident and stylish every day, what that thing would be?
Wear things that make you feel good.
Yeah.
Just it's as simple as that. It's like wear things all the time that make you feel good. Like I have just said, when you feel comfortable, you feel confident, and you feel put together, that shows. So just to summarize the whole thing, if you start by editing your wardrobe and gaining clarity there, you will see how this transforms everything for you and how you see your wardrobe. And it's as simple as that. It's going to take you, like one afternoon. You gain that clarity, then you'll see that will give you the confidence, and it's so actually addictive, because once you start dressing in a way that makes you feel good, you want to feel that way every day, right? And the only way to achieve that is by editing your wardrobe, having clarity, what are the things that flatters my body, identify those hero pieces there. Once you're doing the wardrobe edit, say, okay, what are the pieces? We all know. Do you know which is the dress that every time you wear it, you feel amazing, people compliment you, right? So take those pieces out, and those are the ones that you have to replicate all the time. Whereas it's a dress, trousers, a jacket, because those are your pieces. Replicate those, and it's as easy as just wear things that make you feel good all the time. That is what's gonna give you the confidence, to keep doing that, and keep putting effort in dressing every day in a way that really feels aligned with you. And it's funny, I watched the other day a video about Anna Wintour, and she was talking about the interview process that she follows for like Vogue, and how people, how interesting it is how people dress when they go for the interview with her. And she says, I can tell as soon as I see someone if they're wearing something that is authentic to them, and and they're comfortable, and they're wearing something that is linked to their personality and themselves, or they have just run to the shop the day before or 2 days before just to buy something to make an impression on me. And she says, and I always go to the ones that are daring to dress authentically,
Yeah.
whereas is trendy, not trendy, doesn't matter. The most important thing is what you're wearing makes you feel good, is connected to, your personality, and is expressing exactly what you want. So yeah, that's the main thing, because there's not like one single trick that I can tell you, do this and you're gonna gain confidence. If you don't put the work, it's gonna be difficult.
Basically, what makes you feel good, you should, wear that. And I 100% agree, because when you are wearing something that makes you feel comfortable and good, like, you gave the Anna Wintour, example, that, how she, immediately, picks it up, if somebody has, bought a dress a day before, or, if somebody is just, comfortable in whatever they're wearing, because, when you feel comfortable, when you move differently. Okay,
You it's everything. You talk. It's. I told you, you radiate that energy. It's the way you walk, the way you talk. Your body language. How it's everything. How you look at someone. While they're because you're not conscious about how actually you're so confident and so comfortable knowing that what you're wearing, and it makes you feel so good that it just shows, so the other person get that, right? It's like an
yeah 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 Wow, that was I think that was a very good lesson there, that whatever makes you feel comfortable, that's the gist of it. And yeah, thank you so much, Carolina. I mean, I have learned a lot, through this session, and I'm pretty sure our listeners, have learned a lot too. And yeah, thank you so much for coming to the show, and wish you all the best in your future endeavor. And I'm definitely going to add in your website link, so that people can go and subscribe to your newsletter.